Hi, do you want to become more productive in less time? Do you want to accomplish more in less time? If yes, then this video is for you. I created this video exclusively for you to learn the hacks and master them to become more productive. My name is Roshan and I am the founder of Break Free Lifestyle Mastermind, where I create such videos where you get more information and more value. Okay, so without wasting time, let's jump into the video and see the presentation. So here what we are going to discuss today, what I'm going to teach you is the hacks to become more productive. Are you ready? Okay, start taking notes and write down whatever questions you may have. I'll answer those questions in the comment box. Make sense? Okay, so here we go. Hacks to become more productive at work. Okay, I'm going to share 5 steps with you. Okay, so step number 1, you need to have clear objectives. Okay, clear objectives of what you want to accomplish. So it is divided in 3 steps. Okay, get clarity about your major goals, the goals that you want to accomplish. Okay, get clarity about the tasks you'll have to do, right, in order to accomplish the goal, and then get clarity about timelines you have to finish that goal within. Okay, so I'll give you an example. Okay, if you are a sales guy, okay, and you are given a specific target to be achieved in a specific month. Okay, now you know what is going to be your goal, how many products you need to sell or how many customers you need to acquire. Okay, now once you know the number, then you can align your task. You can list down your task. What is it that you will have to do in order to achieve those many customers? So in order to acquire those many customers, in order to sell those many products. Okay. So what all things you will have to do? So this may require you to pick up a phone and make phone calls. This may require you to draft interesting or appealing emails, send cold emails. This may require you to go out in the market and do cold calling, door to door knocking, or table to table, office to office knocking if you are in B2B business, right? So list down all those tasks. Okay, what all things you will have to do. Okay, and then give yourself timelines in the sense, in a specific week how many customers you will meet, in a specific week how many presentations you will do, in a specific week how many closures you will bring to the table. Okay, now you need to be able to know your conversion ratio. So for an example, if you are meeting 10 customers and if you are converting one person, then your conversion ratio is 10 is to 1. And if your target in the entire month is, let's say, 25 sales, acquire 25 customers, then every day you probably will have to acquire one customer. And in order to acquire one customer every day, you probably will have to meet 10 customers, approach 10 customers, or present 10 customers. Okay, so plan it accordingly. Okay, now, the second step that you will have to do is prioritization. Okay, by prioritization, what I mean, there are 4 types of priorities that you will have to do. Okay, I learned this from the book 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Right, people who are more productive and effective in their life, in their career, in their work, they follow these 7 habits, and this is one of the habit. They do prioritization. Okay, so credit goes to the book 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Okay, so what is the first segment where you need prioritization? The first priority, where you will give it to the tasks that are urgent and important. Okay, tasks that are urgent and important are going to be of your first priority. Okay, so what are those tasks? Let's understand. These are necessary tasks. Okay, so for an example, if there is some crisis that needs your presence and attention, then you must go and attend it at that particular point in time. If there are emergency meetings that you need to be part of, then you must go and attend those meetings. You cannot say no to them, because you being the decision maker or you being the key person out there in the meeting, it becomes very important for you to go and attend those meetings, right? Last minute deadlines for something, right? There is some pressing problem which has not been resolved for a long period of time, and it's now taking a toll, right? Any unforeseen event. So your first priority has to be to the things that are urgent and important. Okay, clear? Okay, type clear in the comment box if you're clear. Okay, the second priority, this is going to be the segment of tasks that are not urgent but are important. Okay, now let's understand what are these tasks. So these are the tasks which will help you become more effective, right? So these bring effectiveness from you. So let's see what are these tasks. So this is proactive work. Okay, proactive work. So in order for you to accomplish any goal, you proactively need to do something else, right? Important goals, right? Creative thinking. So you need to sit calmly and do a creative thinking about how you're going to accomplish your goal. What is it that you're going to do differently, right? So you start planning, and you also do prevention of wasting your time, or prevention of losing your time, prevention from doing wrong tasks, right? Uh, you also do relationship building exercise, because relationships are going to help you accomplish your goals. You cannot accomplish your goal single-handedly. Okay, you will need people, you will need resources, right? Then you also give enough time for your learning and development, because that is also important for you, though it is not urgent, right? And you give some time to recreation. So your second priority is always to the things that are important but not that urgent. Okay, now let's jump on to priority number 3. So the tasks that are urgent but not important will fall under priority number 3. Let's see what are these tasks. So these are distractions, right? Distractions like needless interruptions. You are working on your goals, you are following your task, and someone else comes and interrupts you. Yeah. It can be from your team or it can be someone from outside. They will interrupt you. So these are needless interruptions. You should stay away from them. Unnecessary reports, right? You may have to create unnecessary reports, or you may have to look at unnecessary reports. Avoid doing that. Okay. Uh, Irrelevant meetings where you shouldn't be a part of those meetings at all. You should avoid those meetings. Other people's minor issues, so people come to you with their problems and then they ask you for solution, but you don't have to be a part of such kind of conversations, right? Unimportant emails, unimportant calls, unimportant task, social media status check. How many times we go and check our social media status? It's quite disrupting, right? Disturbing, right? And that's where it becomes a distraction for you. So these are the things that are not important but can be urgent, but your priority for these things have to be third priority. Try to avoid as much as possible. Okay, if you're clear, in write in the comment box clear. Okay, and then the fourth priority, or the fourth segment of priority, is neither urgent not important. These are the tasks which are not important and not urgent also. Okay, these are all time wasters. I call it time wasters. So trivial work, you don't have to do that thing but you end up doing it. Or avoidance activities, excessive relaxation, television, gaming, internet, surfing internet without any reason, or just for the sake of having fun, right? Watching unlimited YouTube videos, uh, gossip, yeah, time wasters. So these are all four types of activities, right? Urgent and important, not urgent but important, urgent but not important, and neither urgent not important. So priority number 4, you should completely stay away from such things, right? You should completely stop wasting your time on things that are not important and not even urgent for you, because these are going to be your major roadblocks or bottlenecks that will stop you from achieving your goal in that time, and becoming more productive, right? Clear? Type clear in the comment box. The third ideal step for you to be able to achieve more in small time or short period of time and become more productive is to create a plan. Okay, now four steps. I'm sharing with you four steps for you to be able to create a plan. Okay, step number one. Now you know what is your major goal, right? In the first place. Now you have to work on setting small milestones. Okay, so for an example, I gave you an example earlier. If your target is to achieve 25 customers in 1 month, 30 days, right? And that is your goal, that is what you want to accomplish, then you have to break that goal into small milestones. So you may want to say that in a week you want to acquire 6 customers or 7 customers. Okay, so you break that goal into small milestones. Okay, the second thing that you do is you give yourself short deadlines. So 25 customers in a month, 7 customers in a week. Here you give yourself a deadline of a week's time. Okay. The third thing that you will have to do is list all actionables and productive tasks. So what all things you will have to do in order to acquire a customer, you will make a list of all these tasks. So task number one can be making a cold call. Task number two can be sending an email. Task number three can be running a webinar. Task number four can be doing a seminar. Task number five can be, making a phone call. Task number six can be doing a maybe small presentation. Right? So like this, you will list down all the tasks that you will have to do, and productive task, not unproductive. Yeah, tasks that are urgent and important. And the last thing that you will do is you will create a daily routine. You will create a daily plan for yourself where you will say in a day these are these four things, three things, five things that I'll be doing on a daily basis, right? Don't deviate with it, follow that. The next ideal step for you to become more productive, the step number 4 is get organized. Getting organized is also equally important. Okay, now there are 5 things that you can do here to get organized. The first thing is you should have a clutter free schedule. You have to make sure that your calendar is not blocked with unnecessary things that are neither important nor urgent. Okay, you should completely avoid such kind of things from your calendar. uh, Second thing is you should make sure that your calendar is clutter free. Okay, also make sure if you are working in an office and if you have a desk, your desk is clutter free. Okay, it is neatly kept, neatly organized and super clean, because the more clean it is, the more clearer picture you will have of the things in front of your eyes that you need to do. Okay, the third ideal step for you to get organized is to turn off all distractions, right? So this is the device. Yeah, we all have this device now. This is, I call it the most disturbing device ever invented by a human being. So the first thing that I did was I removed all social media apps from my smartphone. If you want to do the same, I recommend you to do the same. If you don't want to do it, then what you can do is you can turn off notifications of all the apps, so that when you are working or when you are doing some productive work, you don't get distracted by the notifications you keep receiving in between. Okay, sounds good? Good. Thank you. The next ideal thing is to do is look at your big rocks first. Okay, by big rocks means most challenging tasks that are going to be part of your routine in order for you to achieve the goal. So what are those big rocks? So in your case, in the case where we are talking about acquiring 25 customers, the biggest rock is reaching out to new customers. Okay, so in a day where you have to do 10 phone calls and 10 presentations over a phone call, or probably you may probably have to reach out to maybe 25 people, right? So reaching 25 people can be your biggest rock, but then when you work on it on a priority basis, that is going to be your urgent and important task. Okay, that should fall into your necessary, because if you don't reach out to enough number of people, you will not do enough number of presentations, and if you do not do enough number of presentations, then you will not have conversions, and if you will not have conversions, then it will not result in you getting the desired result. Getting it? So always in this example, your biggest rock is to reach out to enough number of new people, new customers, new target market. Okay. Now, then, and the last thing that you can do is do the rest. Whatever, once you have done the presentation, you have to send an email, you have to send a quotation, or you have to send a sign up form, you have to share an agreement, you have to make arrangements to collect check, you have to raise an invoice and send it to the customer. You can do the rest of the things at a later stage, but the first priority to big rocks, right? So this is how you get super organized, right? And the last step, step number 5, is to be able to concentrate, right? So that you can concentrate on what you should do. So these are the steps that you, if you follow them, you will become super focused. Okay, ready for them? Step number 1, you have to stay motivated. How do you stay motivated? Every day morning, you should read maybe a motivational book. You should probably listen to a motivational or inspirational, podcast. You should listen to a motivational song. Anything that motivates you, you should do that activity. Okay. Step number 2 is you have to maintain high level of energies. High energy will keep you motivated throughout the day. Okay, and inspired also. Make sure that you have enough good night sleep, because if you do not have enough sleep, then the next day morning you will wake up late, and even if you wake up early, you will not be able to focus. Okay, and that is something that you should avoid. So go to bed on time, have enough sleep, and wake up on time. Make sure that you have enough sleep, right? Drink enough water, right? Don't get dehydrated. Drink enough water, right? It will keep your cells active. Eat healthy, don't eat junk food, right? Next is take 5 minutes tiny breaks whenever you need it, right? 2 to 5 minutes of break where you just do small stretch, right? You do a small, you take a small tea break, or you take a small coffee break, right? Take small tiny breaks. Okay, be flexible. Don't stretch yourself out, overstretch in fact, so that you are stressed out, right? And make sure that you remain stress free throughout the day. Okay, so when you follow all these steps one by one, one by one, right, it is guaranteed that you will be able to achieve more. Your productivity will go up, you will work with more focus. Okay, so let's do a quick recap of what we discussed. Step number 1 is to have, in order for, so how you become more productive. Okay, these are 5 hacks. Okay, step number 1, clear objectives, where you get clarity about your goals, your task, and your timelines. Then you do prioritization. You give priority to urgent and important things as a first priority, non-urgent and important things as a second priority, not important but urgent things will be your third priority, and things that are not even important and not urgent will have no priority in your list. Okay, then what you will do is you will create a plan. You will set small milestones, you will set small deadlines, short deadlines. You will make a list of all productive tasks that you will have to undertake, and you will create a daily routine. Okay, and you will stick to it, right? Then you get organized. Step number 4 is to get organized, where you organize everything right from your schedule to your desk. You turn off your distractions. You focus on solving your big rocks first. You focus on working towards your big rocks and remaining things in the rest of the day. And then you concentrate on staying motivated, staying inspired, staying healthy, and staying stress free. Okay, so these are the 5 steps that will help you become more productive at work. Now, I have something for you. in the seminar 6. Do you want to have such kind of informative videos more than often? If yes, then these are few steps for you, right? What you should do: step number 1, go to your Facebook account and search for Break Free Lifestyle Mastermind. Okay, it's a private group I created for people who want to learn such kind of skills. Okay, and I share some serious stuff inside the group. Right, so I'll like to welcome you. I'll like to invite you to join the Break Free Lifestyle Mastermind. Second thing is, connect with me on Facebook. Search for Roshan Khade on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, and connect with me. Right, and keep following me so that you keep receiving the latest updates. Whatever videos I create, whatever stories I share, whatever blogs I write, whatever articles I write, whatever podcast I produce, for you to become achieve more, uh, you can keep receiving those alerts on time. Okay, so this is super clear. How many of you Now I have a question. How many of you would like an access to this particular mind map? Get into my Facebook group and I'll share the mind map with you there. Okay. And if you have any questions related to this, type below and I'll make sure that I reply to each one of you, each one of the question. I answer each one of the questions so that you have super clarity. Okay, and if you still have any questions, please send me a personal message on my personal inbox. Yeah, so with that, thank you so much for your time. Thanks for watching this video. God bless. Bye.